pending the hearing and determination of the murder case against her and her fiancé Joseph Irungu alias Joey. High Court Judge James Wakiaga dismissed the prosecution's argument that Maribe was likely to interfere with witnesses. The court allowed Maribe's plea that she is a single mother of a 4-year-old son who should not be released so as to fend for her son. Now, Irungu, on the other hand, is not lucky since the court dismissed his bail application, according to Justice Wakiaga. The prosecution has placed strong evidence before court to deny Irungu bail. Irungu's lack of a known permanent residence in the country and his easy access to the Middle East makes him a flight risk. Wakiaga also noted that Irungu's security training and access to firearms is a threat to witnesses. The court also held that the accused attempts to kill himself by shooting is evidence enough that he needs to be placed under protective custody and thus enough reason to deny him bail.
And the investigation diary, my lord, so my first request was in respect to the witness statements. The second one is similar to my learned friend's situation. My client's phone was collected on the 29th of September. On the 1st of October, we were told that the prosecution was through with the use and the examination of the phone, and it was available for our collection. I have made several calls to the investigating officer for purposes of collecting this phone, and in each occasion he tells me he will contact me with a view to handing it over. I haven't received it. I pray for an order of the delivery of the phone. And my lord, if on our part we would request for either today or tomorrow, but we leave it in your hands, my lord, as to when we will receive. The third one, my lord, is in respect to her motor vehicle. Her motor vehicle was collected on the 22nd of September, 2018, 22nd September. We are not aware of any further need they have over the vehicle, but if they do, my lord, we pray that they document what they need and release the motor vehicle, my lord. We will leave that to your decision, my lord, subject to what the prosecution says, but in principle, we request and require the motor vehicle. Lastly, my lord, is I was going to request for the handover of the house and the contents thereof. You've already made a ruling on it, my lord, and we are happy with that ruling. Thank you very much, my lord.
Your Lordship, for the medical review, we have information that the first accused next appointment is on 2nd of November 2018. That is at the Kenyatta National and Referral Hospital. We are not opposed to having a mention after that, as by then, 2nd of November this year, 2018, at the Kenyatta National and Referral Hospital. We are not opposed to having a mention date after that, as a routine mention or subject to the court's direction. Your Lordship, for the personal effects, that's in reference to the first and second accused, that are in the possession of the investigating officer. They have now been identified as potential exhibits in this trial. Forensic investigations is still ongoing, and the said effects will be released once produced as exhibits before this court. Your Lordship, that also includes the second accused motor vehicle. Forensic investigations is ongoing. Your Lordship, once even the results are out, further interrogation on the motor vehicle will proceed, and it will be prejudicial to the prosecution's case if the said is released. Again, it is a potential prosecution exhibit, but we will make the relevant application after the said forensic investigations are over. Finally, Your Lordship, I believe that's in reference to the statements. We are requesting for about 2 or 3 more weeks, Your Lordship, because we are still getting instructions from the Witness Protection Agency. There are more than 2. We had not indicated the number. There are quite a number of witnesses who we are referring to the agency. Your Lordship, and the agency will therefore give us directions because their evidence may touch on other statements and other exhibits. So we are requesting for about 3 weeks for the said process to be over. And once it's over, Your Lordship, we will not hesitate to give the defense counsel their statements as it is their right, together with also the forensic documents that or reports that will come. And that's all, Your Lordship. I believe I've covered everything. Sorry, his client's phone includes the personal effects. They are all undergoing forensic, and Your Lordship, they have now been identified as, or we have identified them as potential exhibits in this case. Their phone data and the phones will be used in this trial. And I believe once they get the statements, they will understand why we need the said phones as exhibits in this case. We are requesting for their patience in this.
Yes.
Regarding the witness statements, my Lord, we need to prepare for the defense of this case. Initially, they had sought for 14 days. Now they are sitting for 3 weeks. My Lord, our humble suggestion to that is that they supply the said witness statements, but otherwise block the particulars where they feel they will need to us not to know, because preparation for the defense needs wholesome evidence, as it were, from the witnesses, so that if an order can issue for them to supply and block the particulars, because we are not interested in the particulars, because eventually, again, we're going to know who these witnesses are when the trial begins. So kindly, that was the issue.
My Lord, for the second accused, my Lord, it is our right to get a statement or to know the case the prosecution is making against the accused immediately as a constitutional right and also under the Criminal Procedure Code. And so our entitlement to those statements is already overdue. However, my Lord, we are prepared to be reasonable about it. And my Lord, the request for 3 weeks is unreasonable, and we would request that you cut down that time to, say, 2 weeks, my Lord, as a compromise. My Lord, we pray that you also, since you are arbitrating between us and the prosecution, the posture they are taking is unreasonable, my Lord, when they say we will come